Nice for y'all to drop by again on this rainy, dreary Tuesday morning. I don't know if like every time we make a movie for you guys, it is raining outside. But we got lots to do today, lots to talk about. So let's get started. First things first, let's talk about sales. We were trucking right along before COVID-19. We were increasing listing by like 25-35% a week. Sales were going up, and now they have come to a grinding halt, which sucks. And I know it's only temporary. I don't know how you guys are experiencing sales, you know, being active in different groups out there, that some are experiencing good sales, some experiencing some very dead sales. I know this week compared to last week, our sales are down like 50%, which sucks. We're still doing better than a lot of other people, which is good for us, but we need more sales in this, just because of overhead, having an employee. But yesterday is the slowest day we've had. We've had two slow days. We haven't had any days under $300 in sales in quite some time, but we have had two in the last week. So looking at sales from yesterday, we did $253, and 240 of that happened after 3 o'clock yesterday, because we only had done $9 in sales until like 3 o'clock yesterday. So I was a little stressed out, and it's still a little stressful. And I say it's stressful, more anxious than anything, just because you just don't know how it's gonna be. Like, things are changing and evolving so fast, that I don't know. Like, you don't know how sales are going to be impacted. I know Amazon sellers this morning are freaking out, rightfully so, just because Amazon released a statement this morning or last night sometime that they were stopping all inbound shipments for FBA, if fulfilled by Amazon, for all items that are non-household or medical. So like shoes, clothing, stereos, all kinds of stuff that you can't ship anything in for Amazon to sell until at least April the 6th or the 7th. So that's just to show that things are changing quickly. They're changing fast. And we're still selling phones locally. We sold an iPhone 7 yesterday. Got lots of other people wanting phones. So like, I know people will probably still want to buy phones, because if people, they can't do nothing, they're going to want a phone. And if their phone breaks, they're going to want a phone. But like right now, like, we're not under quarantine or anything. So like, I don't know how, if that changes, are we even going to be able to meet people? I don't know. There's lots, just so many unknowns. And that's why I'm anxious. I have a peace, just praying and looking at things, and I have a peace that this is only going to be temporary, that sales will resume, that life will get back to normal at some point, but I have no idea. But I'm going to go ahead and get these labels printed out. There's only nine orders going out today. Usually we're like at 15 to 25 orders. So it's a little scary. I think we got like 5 return requests yesterday, and we only shipped 9 items. So it's like we almost had as many return requests as we did sales yesterday. It's scary. You want that? You ready to pull the orders? That dude loves the printer. What are you doing, son? Hand me this one. I need that phone there. Are you helping me?
Mama.
On your bottom, dude.
Mama.
You want mama? You want mama? You need help inside? Yeah. Let's go inside.
Are you done? Are you done shipping? Hey, do you want some oatmeal?
It's crazy, you know, people ask what kind of phones we sell all the time, and they think, you know, we sell like, you know, real expensive iPhones or, you know, newer model Samsungs, but we don't. We sell a lot of phones like this. You can see that is missing the home button, and it's all cracked. We sold another one here. Sold an iPhone 6 right here that it don't even have the screen on it, right? And granted, it only sold for 15 bucks, but still adds up when you've got a lot of sales. So why do we sell phones that are all cracked and busted and missing screens and stuff? Well, because a lot of times it's cheaper for repair places. I'm not talking about every repair place, because a lot of repair places will buy, you know, brand new stuff. But when you get older model phones and somebody's wanting something repaired, I mean, we still sell a lot of like slider phones and flip phones, because people will come in and they're like, I just found this phone in my drawer, and I know it's got old pictures that I want on it, but it won't power on. Well, people, they get, you know, come look for our eBay store and they buy phones to repair the phone to get people's pictures. But a lot of international buyers will buy these phones from us, and they'll use the parts, because there's like, you know, and here there's all kinds of, that's just iPhone 6. The thing about iPhones is they don't even allow, like Apple doesn't allow for original Apple goods to be sold. A lot of it, so it's all aftermarket. The only place to get original Apple stuff is from the Apple store. But there's all kinds of parts on here. There's probably, you know, $40 or $50 in parts that I probably could part it out, but I don't want to do all that. It's too much work for me. So we saw this little jersey here. Jersey's not important. It's not part of the story. But on our other eBay store, we do eBay managed payments. And I noticed yesterday that when I shipped yesterday, for some reason it didn't give me the option today. I don't know why. And maybe it did it. But it gave me the option to have shipping supply, or the shipping cost, deducted from future payouts instead of having to pay through PayPal. A lot of people were waiting for eBay managed payments to start doing that before switching. So if you are one of those people that has been waiting for eBay to get the payments for shipping costs out of future eBay payouts versus PayPal, the time is now. So I thought it was pretty cool. What's up, baby? How are you? You gonna open up the door for me?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at you becoming a big girl, opening the door all by yourself. I guess the big thing that I wanted to talk about today is just the times that we're in with the coronavirus, with the economy, with the social distancing, with all of that is going on, is that there's so much uncertainty, and it's kind of hard to not be emotional about it. And we all know that one thing that Jessica and I have learned, and I'm sure if you sit back and think about it, you'll know that making a decision that's based off of emotions is not going to be suited for you long term. So before things get scary and emotional, because all that's happening right now with things being shut down in other countries and things, you know, you're hearing rumored starting to be shut down in certain states and cities, that it's going to happen at some point. And if you don't have a plan, then you're going to be making an emotional decision later on. So now, while it's calm, make a decision for your business, make a plan. Like for us, we always, the Bible talks about, plan for the worst, but hope for the best. That yes, as people, we can be hopeful, we can be full of faith. If you're not a Christian, you can still be hopeful and be optimistic about things, but at the same time, it would be ignorant to not plan for the worst. So things that we're kind of doing to plan for all of this is that we were in a state of growing with our business, that we were listing a lot more, we were buying a lot more. We have cut that way back. Before Whitney her goal was to list like 200 phones a week. We've cut that back to 120 phones per week. And we're kind of taking it a week by week approach, that if we still continue selling phones, we'll still maintain that 120 phones per week. I'm listing, about 50 items per week of other stuff. We've cut her hours back, to 4 days a week instead of 5. If you don't have an employee, that's okay. Like there's decisions still that you are going to have to make for not just your reselling business, but your family. Like now is not the time to go splurging and buying a bunch of stuff that you don't need, because right now everybody still has money. Like if you're a reseller and you're still experiencing sales and you sell items that are want items, like unfortunately like clothing and shoes and some household goods like dishes or cups or antiques or video games, those are all luxury goods. Those are all want items. They're not items that you need. So like now your sales may still be good, but that's because people still have money. It's the 40% of Americans, they can't pay an unexpected bill of $700 or more. That the average American spends 1.5% more than they make. That's crazy. So when you think about these things, that now people have money, people still have money in the bank. Like people are just now not being able to work. In some places they're still being able to work, but in some places they're not. Like at some point, non-essential businesses will close. And if you're reselling, you've probably already seen some drop in sales, and you're thinking, oh, this is still, I'm still gonna be able to make it, I'm still gonna do those things. That I'm not trying to strike fear in you. I'm just trying to say, plan for the worst, make plans for you, your family, your business, while you're able to think logically and clearly without making an emotional decision. I know a lot of you aren't going to be able to do this. I'm just telling you kind of what we're doing so that you can see the thought process that we have, so that you can take the thought pattern and be able to think about long term, like 3 months from now, 2 months from now, 1 month from now, if things continue the way that they are around the world. Like you look at China, that they completely shut down. You look at Italy, completely shut down. Iran, also a lot of these other places, like there is a precedent that has been set that our country, that our city officials, state officials, they will follow. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it or not, like it's not the time to be political. It's not the time to even be upset or mad or angry. You just have to face like it is what it is and plan for the worst, hope for the best. But like with Whitney, like we're gonna be having all of our future orders. Like for us, like we're kind of set up, like we don't ever go out and source. We don't go to the Goodwills. We don't go to thrift stores. We don't do those. Like our sourcing is done 100% online. So for any future orders that we have, we're gonna have them go directly to her at her house. And then if we sell something, then she's gonna be able to ship it from her house. So I hope that you have found this conversation useful. The point is just plan. You got to have a plan in place. You've got mouths to feed. You've got things to do, and you've got a life to live. And that you can still be hopeful and full of hope in the midst of all of this, as long as you have a plan and you're working towards that plan. All right, so we hope you have enjoyed this video. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't done so already, and hit the subscribe button while you're at it.
And if you have not already, check us out at www.thefamilyflips.com. And if you're on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, what a coincidence! So are we!
Links down in the description for those.
Until next time,
Peace.